So Gaz, that was a mad end to the game, but what did you make to it overall?
I think it was definitely worth the game, 100%. Real good challenge for the lads. You know, it's the reality of football, isn't it? You know, a lot of them players were in these boys' positions a few years back. You know, scholarships a few at Donny, a few at other clubs, and you know, as you get into your early 20s, you play for teams like this where, you know, they want to win, they need to win, and they want to get in the starting 11. So it's really competitive. So real, you know, really beneficial night for the lads.
You mentioned there about the opposition as well. Some of them are really stocky, hefty lads, so it's a tough challenge for lads of this age to come up against. Do you think that's more rewarding than the result itself?
Yeah, physicality. I said to the lads, look, it's a massive test for yous. Listen, some of our boys, you know, we finished the game, 7 of the lads have just left school, you know, so it's really, you have to have a reality check of where they are physically. We're fit boys, you know, they can run all day, but strength-wise, a lot of them need to fill out. You know, they're on their strength and conditioning program, and over their 2-year scholarship, they'll get into real good athletes. But you know, it's, in terms of physicality, it might be a little bit too soon for them to play games like this. But I think it's good for their character. I think it's good for their development, and you know, they know the level. They know the level, and they know where they need to get.
And at 2-2 as well, did you really think that the momentum might have swung our way a bit and we might have got something out of the game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought at 2-2, you know, we were quite comfortable. We had a not a bad spell. We scored 3 really good goals tonight. The type of patterns we work on in training, the build-up play, the third man runs, getting crosses into the box. We really did score 3 good goals. And if I'm nitpicking, you know, I feel we could have done that a lot more in possession. The 3 goals come from probably our 3 best moves, and we finished it off well. But I'd like to see a lot more of them entries into the box, into the final third, and playing and breaking through lines. And I think we were just a little bit too sloppy on the ball, a bit loose in our first touch, a little bit, you know, bit sloppy in the pass as well in the final ball. So it was turning over a little bit. So, you know, I just said to the boys at the end, you know, don't get bored of having good basics, because, you know, I feel at times we force it forward too much rather than keeping the ball rotating until it can open up where someone can turn and you know, try and play in behind their defence, and we try and go a bit too straight at times. So I'd like to see us mixing it up and individually taking care of their own game a bit more.
And we're heading to Lincoln next week. Who's going to be captaining the side for this season?
Depends on who's starting really. Dan Wild has been captain throughout pre-season. Michael Nesbitt wore the armband first half today, but if Dan Wilds is starting, then he'll be wearing the armband the majority of the time.
And what are you expecting from Lincoln this weekend?
Lincoln are decent. You know, they've really upped the ante a bit in their recruitment, in what sort of players they take into their scholarship program. They're getting better and better each year, and they're a real difficult game. They play with a good shape. They move the ball well, and they're aggressive on the press. So, you know, we've got to be right at it. You know, we can't gift goals like we've gifted in the last 2 games against Newcastle and tonight. And even when we do concede, we can't, you know, capitulate and have a 5-minute period like we did late on there, where it's comfortable, we're cruising a little bit in the second half, and then we let in 3 goals in 5 minutes, which, you know, is a mountain to climb then, isn't it? We finished strong again, but give ourselves too much to do.